So now that I've talked a little bit about our jewelry, I do want to share with you some hot tips on how to display it. This is a common concern when new people start is number one, they don't have enough jewelry. Number two is that they don't know how to display it efficiently. So what I have back here, this is just a nice little snapboard, and I actually purchased it at a website called Nile Corp, and you will have that link in the email. These run under $3 a piece, and they're really nice when you just get started. I actually used these for the first year and a half in business and loved them. They hold 6 necklaces, or what I did is 3 different combinations, so that was kind of fun for me. But they're really, really simple to use, and they look great on your display. All you need to do is there is an easel in the back, so when you go to store it, you just collapse it. And then you can also purchase these trays on there for about $1.50 a piece. So then each board just goes in its own tray. It'll stack up really nicely and go into that Lea Sophia carrying bag that you got with your kit. So just a little display tip for you if you're looking at how to display your necklaces. The next little tips that I want to talk about is calendar control. And I'm not going to go too much into detail on this, but it is very important that when you are starting this business, that you make sure that your family is always still first, and that you have their stuff accounted for in your calendar, but also that you're booking when you want to work. So I hope that each of you have set a little bit of goal for yourself and decided when you want to work, decided how many parties that you want to do either a week or a month. So here's what I'm going to suggest. I'm using my calendar as an example here, but I suggest that you go ahead and block out the days that you don't want to work. You don't even have to put what you're doing those days. You can put X's if you'd like, but just block out the days that you don't want to work and highlight the days that you do want to get bookings in green. Going from a manager on our team, Karen Strand, she uses green because green means money. Those are the days that you are going to be getting paid. So if you want to work 2 days a week and do 2 parties a week, what I suggest is take a look at your calendar, open it up, and for the next 5 weeks, write down what 2 days that you want to work. Now, if you happen to not get one of those filled, another great suggestion is still work something that day. Go out, try to get bookings, get on the phone to make some phone calls, we'll go into detail on that, or go shadow somebody else. It's a good idea to always learn from other people, so if you do have a free day, you can go shadow them, but keep your days, keep your bookings full on the days that you want to work. And something else that you must put in your calendar is at the end of the month, I'm going to give you a web class to listen to. It's called Lea Sophia Lingo, and it's going to go over more detail about our fiscal months. But it's very important because Lea Sophia's customer specials do not run on a calendar month-to-month basis. So what I like to do is at the end of each month, I'll just write when the end of month is, so I know what our cutoff is to get our orders in for those specials. This is going to be extra important at the end of, it's important every month so you get your customer specials in, but at the end of a catalog, because they will retire some items and you won't be able to get them later. So always mark your end of the month so there's no questions or concerns there. Also, find out when your local monthly meetings are. So I have my meetings all the way down through the end of the year. It's always the second Monday of the month, so that's what I put in as my meeting date. Also, when you hear big team events, go ahead, put that in there. Our Lea Sophia conference is coming up in June from the 24th to the 26th, so I have that already marked off. So you'll want to make sure that those big events are in your calendar. And once again, same goes for family. If you have family events going on, put them in there so there's no question. So just kind of some helpful hints. And this calendar I did purchase on the Lea Sophia stock list. It's offered I think around $12 or $13, but I've used them every single year, and it's just really nice because it opens up and you can kind of get all your info in there. So there's some hints on calendar control. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is something that really, really helped me when I started. So when I started in March of 04, I went to my first team rally in April, and I drove all the way to Chicago, which was like a 3.5-hour, 4-hour drive by myself to go to this rally, and I came back on top of the world. It was so exciting. I learned so many great new things. But the very first thing that I did is a tip that I got from region manager Maggie Bottom. She said that when she went to go and set her goals for Leah Sophia to reach her goals, she took the word no and wrote it down on a piece of paper 100 times. And she had the goal that within the next month, 100 people would tell her no about the Leah Sophia business. Now you might be asking, why do you want to hear no? And I will tell you, I did this. I went home, I had the word no 100 times on my paper, and I just started asking everybody. I asked people if they would want to see a catalog. I'd ask people if they would host a show. Friends of mine that were needing extra money or looking for a part-time job, I'd ask them to join my team and give it a try. So I asked people about everything. And I got to 13 no's and actually had 15 shows booked and 3 new people on my team. So the whole theory behind asking for a no is that by asking for those no's, you will get some no's, and that's okay. Find the next no, because along the way, you're gonna get a lot of yeses. And so that's the best advice that I can leave you with, is not be afraid to ask, not be afraid to go for that no, and to just ask everybody. So we are going to be sending this with an email. I hope that you take the time to fill out our survey and listen to the suggested web classes, and we will be chatting with you after your starter show. So welcome to the team.